Okay, so you probably watched the part one video, so now here's the part two. Basically adding loops with logic and variables and calling functions. So it's pretty dope. After you know this part, you can basically make any program. So there's a bunch of useless text. If you want to read it, go ahead. Just pause the video. I'm gonna skip this page. Some more text. If you want to read it, go ahead. So why are loops important? If normal logic, for example, if else is like addition, then loops is like multiplication. You can do tons, like you can basically just like square the thing. So no, if normal logic is like x, then you have x squared here, or even x to the power of x. It's just so like it's just too good. So anyways, there are like two types of loops, but actually just one because while and for they're like essentially the same thing because for is just while but like better. So while is like you can just simple loop that repeats anything, and for is like you have a variable in it. So here's how while works. So while something something and then code here. So for example, apple 0, apple equals 0, and then while apple is less than 10, apple equal to apple plus 1. So this code runs for 10 times from apple to equals 0 to apple equal 10, and apple less than 10 means the loop will stop when apple equals 10. You can try this out yourself. I'm not going to demonstrate it because it's really simple. And then another one, oh, it's a typo, forget it, it's 4. So when apple's 0 and then 4 int, which means integer, I equals 0, and I is less than 200, I plus plus, which means I increase by 1. So apple equals apple plus 1. So it's pretty simple, right? You can also write apple plus plus here. So it runs for 200 times from I equals 0 to I to 200. Ignore this second typo. And then when I is less than 200, it will stop at I equals 200. So in the end, apple is going to equal to 200. The hell? Okay. I'm just going to do a demonstration before the classwork. So let's check this out. Pretty dope for loopy thing. Okay. So let's see. We have I equals 0, I less than 5, and j is 0, j less than I, and j plus plus. And print this, and then print this. Okay. So yeah, can you guess what it's gonna do? So for I equals 0, I to 5, it means it's gonna repeat this thing 5 times. And then when j is 0, j is less than I, j plus plus, which means it's gonna run this thing I times. And then it's gonna do that. Okay, so let's see what it does. Oh wow, pretty cool, huh? It printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. Well, if you guessed what it does like 5 seconds ago, then you're pretty good. So yeah, this is just a demonstration of how it works. Well, we can also do something else. For example, let's make a function call another function. So okay, so we're gonna run this thing 10 times, and then we're gonna call func3. So if you remember, func3 got something to do with the color of sky, right? So let's do this. If I you know what? Let's just do if sky equals blue, then we make sky equal to red. Okay, and then else if else means if sky is any other color, let's make it blue. Okay, so in the loop, it's gonna constantly flip the color of this. So let's see. Oh yeah, because I forgot to change it to blue. Right now, sky is the random color. Right, so you can, oh, interesting. Okay, so we gotta make it red sometime. So if sky is blue, we make it red. And then else, if it's red, then we make it blue. You know what? Let's just try this and then. Oh, I made a typo, Lamel. Alright, it's a single equation mark, not two. So it's gonna say like close window, go outside, close window, go outside, close window, go outside, you see? And then it did it 10 times. Because each time I flip the color of the sky and then I run the functions 3. And when I run this line, it's actually just running this line. So yeah, that's how you combine the variables, logic, and functions. Pretty cool, huh? So yeah, here's some classwork. No AI allowed. Display a number on the page. When you click a plus button, the number increases by 2 pixels. And then, the number increases by 2. And then when you click the minus, it decreases by 2. So like for example, if I have 0, I'm gonna click the button. It's gonna be like 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so you have to do that. You need to use your knowledge from the previous 2 lecture videos to finish this. And for a second one, display an image on the page. Each time you click a button, the image gets bigger by 10%. You need the knowledge of the previous 3 lectures to finish this one. So pause the video and go do that right now, and then keep watching. Okay, so easy solution. It's not a real code. So plus buttons clicked, then number equals number plus 2. If minus buttons clicked, number is number minus 2, and you just draw it out and a set state. And then solution 2 is that when float size is 10, and then if the buttons click, size equals size times 1.1, which is bigger by 10%, and you display the photo, size, set state. Okay, now you can use AI for the hard classwork. First one, make a window of 3 tabs. Each tab will display a different type of shop item. One for hats, one for shirts, one for pants. Just use random like placeholders in all of those tabs. But like when you click on the tab, it switches to that one item. Okay, second one, make a page where it has 3 images. Clicking on the images will make the image bigger than the other 2. So if I have like 3 apples here and I click on like the left apple, it's gonna get bigger than the other 2. And if I click the middle one, it's gonna like get bigger and the others will go back to normal size. And then draw a rectangle on screen. Clicking a button will make the rectangle move left 10 steps, then delay 0.1 seconds between each step. So if I have a rectangle here and I click a button, it's gonna go like do that 10 times. And you can use AI, so you can ask ChatGPT. Well, email your solutions to me or show me on the ASP Discord server or just DM me. You have to finish this homework before I publish the next lecture video, which is like next week. You have 1 week to finish this, okay? And this is not summer homework. Yeah, you just have to finish the lecture homework. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching. GG.